Hi, I'm Suneera Madhani, and I'm a mom of two, a daughter of an immigrant, and an unlikely entrepreneur who went from scaling an idea to $1 billion business. Yes, $1 billion business. Along the way, I learned that less than 2% of female founders ever hit 1 million in revenue, and I became obsessed on a mission to change that. I believe that there is so much gatekeeping in business knowledge, and that we as female entrepreneurs should be learning from other female founders and leaders who have broken the statistics. Since I never went to CEO school, I've had to learn it all the hard way, but you shouldn't have to, because we believe that you deserve to have it all. And honestly, nothing bad happens when women make more money. Grab a seat because class is officially in session. Welcome to CEO School. Hello, everyone, and welcome to CEO School. I'm your host, Suneera Madhani, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about all the updates taking place. I know I haven't given you a life lately update, and so it is summertime, and this year has been quite the whirlwind from leaving the company to tearing my ACL and MCL and meniscus and all the recovery, but it has been just so incredibly peaceful also post all of this crazy transition from Stax as well. It has been nice to be able to be at home and to have some time of reflection. And so since March, it is now June, I have been really focused on being super intentional with my time, resetting, what life looks like for me post, the 9-to-5 grind, and what is it that I want to really say yes to in this next chapter. And so I got an opportunity in this forced timeout is what I called it when I tore the knee, and I was actually really grateful for that experience because I don't think that I would have actually given myself such a timeout, and I was physically in that timeout. So it was hard, but it was also this forced timeout to just really be super intrinsic and super reflective. And so I'm super grateful for it. My knee is doing so much better. I've had a lot of physical therapy, and it is so incredible to see what your body can do and how your body can actually heal. And it's just incredible. But now, so post kind of the knee, I opened back up to travel on International Women's Day. I went to the Forbes conference in Abu Dhabi, and that was so amazing. And since that conference, I've literally spoken at, I was on, every stage possible between the March, April, and May time period. So over the last 12 weeks, last quarter, I had an opportunity to say yes, where I was in that place of no. I did say yes towards just speaking at the right conferences and kind of getting back out there and networking again and just being in the most incredible cities. So Abu Dhabi was amazing. I don't even know if I gave you guys an Abu Dhabi recap, but it was truly one of the most inspirational conferences. The Forbes 30/50 Summit was one of the most inspirational conferences I've ever been to. And I got to meet all of my idols, feminist idols, Billie Jean King and Secretary Clinton, and just literally every single Gloria Steinem. I had an opportunity to speak on a panel alongside Jessica Alba and Kelly Sawyer, and just cultivated the most amazing friendships with the world's greatest leaders. And it was so inspiring, and there was so much imposter syndrome just going into that conference for me of feeling worthy of belonging on that stage. But I totally crushed it. It was so fun. And it was truly a incredible life event for me. And just being in the UAE and being in the desert, and it was just so fun. But that event took place, and then we hosted our CEO School retreat, which was sensational. We went to LA to host a retreat. I got an opportunity to host it with Danielle Canty, and she's so incredible. She is one of the co-founders of Boss Babe, and she is just brilliant. And I have cultivated this amazing friendship with her over the last several years, and we've been wanting to do something together. And I haven't hosted an event before in LA, and so we thought, what a perfect opportunity. She had a mastermind that she needed to get together. I've been wanting to. We host our retreat 3 times a year, so I was like, let's combine it. Let's bring these women together in sunny LA. And so we did that And it was another just super inspiring and cup filling event. I get an opportunity to host a retreat for CEO School only 3 times a year. It's something that isn't scalable. You hear me talk about scalability in my business so much. It's not something that is actually very scalable in my business right now, because the retreat experience is really intimate. And so I cap my my attendees at 20 in terms of a total count of women on, where I can still give them that level of experience. But it is a container. It is a room where women are hand selected. You apply to come to the retreat. Applications are open for the fall retreat. That one will be in Orlando in August. So check out, I'll link the website here into the show notes so you can apply there. But we hand select just brilliant CEOs and founders that have, businesses that are scaling, that are beyond that 6-figure mark. And, we had women at every single stage in business. We had women that were across that 10 million mark. We had, women that were in that, early 6-figure mark. But it's so incredible to cultivate ambitious women in a room that are all scaling and growing. And we get to spend, a couple days locked up talking about business and truly doing a mastermind, a group share experience on how we can each build a better, bigger business, or, have the business that supports our lifestyle as well. And it's so vulnerable and it's so amazing. So I always leave feeling really empowered, and my cup gets the most full out of anything that I do is this retreat. I always leave just feeling I get to connect with all of you. Like, the podcast is so much fun and I love doing it, but it's so hard sometimes that I don't get to I want to be in the room with you, and I get to connect with my ideal customer, my woman on the other side, the person that I'm serving. And so it fills me up with so many amazing ideas. And I leave with it so inspired to then take back into all my programming for everything else. And so that is a reason why I still continue to do it. And you can just tell the way that I talk about it, I'm obsessed. So I got a chance to do that in LA. I got a chance to interview Allie Webb, the founder of Dry Bar. I can't wait to have her formally on the show. She was so inspirational, and we got a chance to do a fireside chat with her at for our retreat attendees. So the retreat is fabulous. If you've been wanting to attend an event like that for your business, or just to be around women like that, I highly encourage you to put in your application, and we're actually we're approving them as we go, and so you'll know pretty quickly. And we want to say yes to every single woman, so we're not looking to say no. We just can only have 20 women at a time, but definitely it's first dibs. So take a look at the retreat we're hosting in Orlando. It's going to be an amazing experience. So I got a chance to do that, and then from LA, I went to the White House. I went to New York first. We went to New York. There was so many amazing events. We hosted the New York City Eid dinner, which was this beautiful gala, and got to celebrate Eid with just incredible, influential, powerful people of New York and across the states, and just celebrating Eid. And that was very, very special to do so in a way that was truly, embracing all different cultures that celebrate Eid, because Eid is, Islam is it's one of the largest religions in the world, if not the largest religion of the world. Fact check me, Carlos. I don't know. But obviously one of the largest religions for sure. And Eid is celebrated across, every single continent differently. And so it was such a multicultural celebration of Eid. And, my hope is that Eid will be celebrated as a holiday, just like second largest, Carlos just confirmed, second largest, but billions of Muslims across the globe. And so it was super, super it was so impactful and so wonderful to be in a room celebrating, with Muslims and non-Muslims, and truly making it a multicultural celebration And that was really awesome. So I got a chance to do that in New York City. Lots of fun events and female founder dinners, and just said yes to so many amazing things. Got a chance to speak at the Slashy Summit, got a chance to meet Secretary Clinton again for her and Chelsea Clinton's launch of Gutsy, or the premiere of Gutsy, the show. You have to watch this TV show, by the way. It's on Apple. It's called Gutsy. It's Hillary Clinton and Chelsea Clinton, and they interview just the most influential, gutsy women. And there are likes of Kim Kardashian on the show, to to women that we don't know of, and stories that we haven't heard. And so it is truly inspiring. I literally watch every episode and leave with happy tears and just inspired. And I've made my entire family watch this series. So I made my husband watch it. My kids have watched it. So amazing. And I was so honored to get a chance to be at a preview for it. They're getting nominated for an Emmy. And so got invited to come hang out and come celebrate. And it was such an honor. So I got to do that. Went to the White House to go celebrate Eid with the president and Vice President Kamala Harris. And that was just like a surreal moment, like truly like American dream come to crazy, beyond, like not even a reality. Like it was unbelievable. I got a chance to take my family. I got a chance to take my mother, and my mom got to tour the White House with us the next day. It was this like private tour setup of the White House. And it was a really big moment for us as immigrant kids, and watching my mom be invited to come to the White House and just watching her reaction to everything was something I'll never forget. And so just lots of pretty big moments post everything, and a lot of travels. And so as much as in the beginning I was like, yeah, I got a chance to like take a time out. It was like a 6-week time out, and then life kind of came back on, and it came back pretty fast. And what's really interesting about the energy of the universe and of the world is truly when you close one chapter, like, and you close a door, another one truly opens. And I don't know if all of these opportunities had always been, I believe that they've always been there, right? Like I've always had opportunities, and I've always done some amazing things in my journey as CEO, and in my journey, as an entrepreneur and an activist. And, I've gotten these opportunities before, but never in such a time span, like in the way that it happened. Just in the last 6 weeks, the things that I've done. And I really have to believe that it's actually always been there, but I have not been able to pay it attention, and I have not been able to give it that attention, or to have an opportunity to say yes, because I was so stuck in my day-to-day. And so I was closing the doors before, I didn't even have a chance to open them. And once I closed this one chapter of my life, and I'm like, I don't know what this next piece is going to hold, I'm like inundated in the best possible way with the most unbelievable experiences. And there's so much momentum. And so I'm trying to be, in a place of wanting to receive that abundance and receive all of those amazing things that are happening. But I'm also trying to be conscious to say I don't want to fall back into the habits that I had created over the last 10 years, right? Because it's so easy to quickly revert back to the level of productivity, or the level of yes, and the level of travel and everything that I was doing. And so I kind of came back post this last week was the last bit of my travels. And I've said no to as many things as I possibly can for the summertime, so that I can just 100% be present with my family and with my kids, and really want to try to have a slow summer. But it's really exciting. Like I'm just trying to be in a place of embracing it. And so that's what life lately has been like. Went to the Taylor Swift concert in Atlanta as well. That was so fun. All the T Swift fans out there, if you guys got a chance to attend the show, it was like unbelievable. She is so amazing, and she's quite the leader, honestly, just her stage presence and how she spoke to her audience and talked about her team, and so many amazing CEO lessons I swear I saw from Taylor Swift during the thing. But what was really, really fun about the last several weeks is I kind of packed my family up and like went with them. And so I definitely have been, really, really fortunate to be able to do that. And I really thank my spouse and my partner and my mother for always like just being in a place of like, yes, let's go as well. We pulled the kids out of school multiple times, but it was important for me to celebrate these things alongside my family. And so that's what life lately has been like. And then in the background, we've been focused on CEO School. And so really scaling CEO School as a business. I mean, for the last 3 years, this has been a passion. This has been a hobby. This has been something I've been doing on the side of building Stax. And so now I have this opportunity to really think about how I want to build this business. What is this business going to look like? And how do I want it to serve, me, but also how do I want it to serve the customers that I want to serve? And what does it look like? And so I've been in this rebuilding phase. And so we had a really tiny team. We had a team of 4 contractors, like 1 full-time person, 3 contractors that have held ship for so long. And it was time for me to kind of take my own advice on building and scaling into project number 2. And so we have to scale through scalable systems, scalable processes, scalable profits, and through scalable people, which are pillars of CEO School. So we applied kind of CEO School as this beta into all the things that I get to teach here to all of you. And we've built up the team now. So over the last couple of months, we've added the right team members in place. We have a team of 9 now at CEO School supporting so many amazing things and the big vision that we have. We've taken a look at all of our historic. So over the last 3 years, we've done a lot of different things. And due to the nature of my business and where my time was, I wasn't able to really make things from like a cohesive standpoint. It was like, oh yeah, I have a weekend free. I'm going to host a retreat. Oh yeah, I have this thing. Oh yeah, I'm going to be able to, support a accelerator class during the summer, which will be like 1 hour. I could do 1 hour a week during my lunch break, right? So my life looked really different in supporting CEO School, where it was kind of the secondary. And the one thing that I was for sure very consistent with was this podcast, right? And I have a really great system around the podcast where I come in once a month and I would batch out my episodes. And so I was able to scale that component of it. And speaking of scaling that component of it, drum roll, we have officially hit 1 million downloads on the podcast. 1 million downloads. And I cannot tell you what a milestone. Forget the vanity metric of it or what it means. It just means that we were consistent, right? And that I didn't let it fail. And that through all the things, I still showed up and all of you showed up. And so I want to just say thank you from every piece of me. Thank you for not letting me give this up. This is something that I love so much, and I know all of you love so much, and it has not been easy trying to keep this thing thriving while everything else is thriving. And so I want all of us, this celebration is not just for me, it's for all of us in this community that we made it. And this is just the beginning, and we are literally kicking off this year all about scaling CEO School. And so we built up the team. Our podcast is crushing it. Our newsletter is crushing it. We're almost 100,000 women on our newsletter as well. So if you're not part of the newsletter, I'll be linking everything. So after this episode, make sure you go into the show notes, or if you're watching on YouTube, just look on the screen and make sure you go to ceoschool.co. It's theCEOschool.co, and everything that you need is right there. But what we've done is we took a look at, over the last several years, what were the different things that we did and what made our women successful. So after doing analysis over our programs, over the courses, over the membership, like the membership area, the retreats, like what makes CEO School special and so successful. And what we did was we kind of like deconstructed all of the programming and re-put together a simple, like, what is CEO School, right? What is it that we want to be? Who is it that we are? Who do we serve? And why is it that, and this is the best stat ever, 22% of our women inside of CEO School are beyond the $1 million mark? over 50% of our women are beyond the 6-figure mark. So what we're doing works, right? Because we started with the statistic that less than 2% of female founders ever break that million in revenue. And that is the reason why we started CEO School in the first place. And this is why you and I are here every single week, listening, like putting on the show, listening to the show, all the social, all the content, all of the programming is for this, because we're looking to change those statistics. And when we actually had a moment to reflect back and take a look at what the last 3 years entailed, we've put almost 3,000 women through our various different programmings, and our stats, the proof is in the pudding. And so we sat as a team to really understand what was working, what wasn't working. And we're so excited to officially open doors to the #1 platform for female entrepreneurs across the globe. And it is called the CEO Collective. And so what we did was we had the club, we had the boardroom, we had a couple of different things, and we've consolidated all of it to say, what are the things that has made these women successful beyond that 7-figure standpoint? What has made them successful beyond that 6-figure standpoint? And what has it made our women successful? What's our secret formula? And we came down to 4 things that why it's working. It's 1, it's through mentorship, right? It's 2, it's through accountability. It's through education. And then 4th, it's through community. So those are kind of the 4 building blocks of CEO School and how we've been able to support our women. And like, how can we actually take this and put this back into the platform that we want to create? And so we are opening doors to our membership. So this is our community, and we want every single one of you at the table for the CEO Collective. It is super accessible. We wanted to make sure we met you at every level that you're at. So whether you're a starting entrepreneur or you are in the multi-millions, there is a space for you inside of the collective. And we break up our women in the community based on their revenue, based on their industries, so that you can be part of the growth at your phase, but you can scale beyond that. And so the CEO Collective is our digital membership. We have created a tech platform, which is called CEO Connect. And that is a platform that we all meet at, and it's digital and it's super amazing. And so there's that community element, right? Which is so powerful. One of the things as women, we need that community. We don't have that boys club. And that's the reason why the men are so successful. And you've heard this from every podcast you've listened to with me. We just interviewed another founder this morning, and it was literally on the talks of how the network, she's doing mergers and acquisitions, and how she was able to actually, Annabelle, right? Annabelle was able to grow her company, acquire Deepak Chopra's company, but it was through networking. And it's through connection. And now she's acquiring companies, and I'm like, how are you finding those? She's like, it's through connection, it's through network. And so every single founder will tell you that their network is the most important thing. And that's what's so important to create. So having that community is step #1. We've got to be in a place where we're surrounded by women that are at our level and beyond, that are ambitious, that think like us, that we can have a safe space to be vulnerable in, to ask for help as well. And then there is the mentorship, right? And the education component of it. And I think this goes hand in hand. And part of what we've been doing, inside of our programming is, this isn't the Suneera show inside of CEO School. That was never my vision. I'm a huge part of the vision around bringing it alive. And part of what I do is I cultivate the most amazing network and relationships with the world's greatest founders. And so we have cultivated the #1 place, like the largest community of 1 million+ founders. That is our goal to bring to the CEO Collective. And so we've got the most incredible celebrity entrepreneurs to experts, subject matter experts that are doing classes and workshops and resources that are just next level. They're not just, here's something inspiring, or here's the mindset and the, peer-led workshops. There's nothing wrong with peer-led stuff in other communities, but this is business school, right? We need to be learning from subject matter experts and actual CEOs, not just coaches. We want to learn from operators. We want to learn from tangible CEOs. And so we've literally created the best network of 1 million+ CEOs, 1 million+ subject matter experts that are coming into our community. And we have 4 to 8 workshops per month. So you can come in and you can choose your own adventure. So one of the things that we're doing, we have the most amazing programming, but we were, it was like, here's the calendar. It wasn't a choose your own adventure. And so I'm really, really excited to have a choose your own adventure kind of path, because some months look different for each of us as CEOs. I know I'm like super busy when I'm traveling. I can't hop on a workshop, or, some months where I'm like, I want to just binge everything possible, or I want to show up live to everything possible. And so every single month there is a calendar of events, right? So it has 4 to 8 workshops you can come to, your team can come to, but you have access to that with your collective membership. And so you can come live, or you can watch it into like on the platform on your free time after the kids go to bed, or when you have that moment on the plane. And so education is super, super important, and having the right educators is also super important. And that's where I think our education, we are an education platform. And so that was the next piece of it. But then that mentorship, right? When you need the resources, you need them at that time. And so something I'm so excited for is office hours with subject matter experts. So now we have an in-house experts that are always there. So when you have a question on legal, there is a lawyer that is on call for CEO School, and she has office hours every single month. And you can come live to go to her office hours and be like, I'm thinking about filing for trademark, or I've gotten this cease and desist, and you can get guidance and advice when you actually need it. And that is something that I wish I had when I was scaling my businesses and as an entrepreneur. So you've got the office hours from legal, from HR, from PR, from tech, like literally from bookkeeping. So we have these subject matter experts and you'll have it on the calendar. So when everyone's office hours are, you can drop in questions also when you need them. But real mentors accessible to you. You cannot find a platform that has real mentors accessible to you when you need them. And then, of course, the last component is accountability, right? So you can have all of these things, but as entrepreneurs, we're so busy working in the business, it's too hard to work on the business. And that is when meaningful change actually happens. That is when we go from founder to CEO, is when we're able to really work on our business, create those strategic plans. And so accountability is a huge part of our process. And so we do something that's a 90-day quarterly planning session as a community. And so I lead that workshop, and we'll get in and we'll actually be able to plan your 90-day plan every single quarter. Just mark it on your calendar. It's there. And you just have to show up for that one event or watch that replay that one time, right, to set up your 90 days. And then we have cohorts as well. So we have cohorts of women, between 6 to 12 women per cohort, led by a CEO. All right, so led by a CEO, not just a coach, led by a CEO that has industry expertise in what you do. And so we have a version of the collective, which is our Collective Pro, which you get assigned into a cohort with a CEO as your coach, as your mentor. And you meet once a month in that cohort. And we know that model is effective and it works because organizations like EO and YPO and Chief and others are built on those models. And so that accountability component is not something new. It's just something that we needed to add into our platform. And we didn't want to just be the coach's coach. We wanted to be CEOs. And so we have cultivated a network of CEOs that are taking on these cohorts. So an example is, you're going to hear from Janelle Teves in the next couple of weeks. She is the CEO of a company called Bugaboo. It's a luxury stroller company. She's the active CEO. She's backed by private equity. They've gone through every single growth path for this company. She's a product-based company that has her product in every single major manufacturer ever, from Target to Nordstrom to a really large brand footprint, all the things. She's going to be leading our product-based cohort. So she's taking on 2 cohorts this fall. And so you get to be placed into these cohorts with the most amazing CEOs. And so that is our CEO collective, and it is unlike any community that is out there. It's not just about the community and the meetups, and that's important. It's really about that education, that mentorship, and most importantly, that accountability. And we wanted to make sure that every single woman across the globe had a seat at our table. We have built the most diverse seat of female entrepreneurs, and it is so accessible. Our light version is $49 a month, and it's there's plans at every level at $149 and then $399 for the pro. But we have literally accessibility for you at whatever stage you're at and whatever adventure you want to choose, right? So you can come in and say, I just want their content and I just want the community, and you could choose this. And you're like, no, I want to have a little bit more and I can choose this. So definitely check out the CEO Collective. Go to theCEOschool.co, hit programming, and you'll see all about the things that I'm talking about visually and understand our programming. But doors are officially open, and I'm so excited to finally officially welcome you in to CEO School and the CEO Collective. And so I hope you will join me at our table in building the best network. Over the last 3 years, I've been so honored to lead you as your podcast host, as your, as your business expert. And if we have offered you any value over the last 3 years, know that this community is like what we ask for you to come join. And so we have that request. We want you to say yes, and we want you to come in. And we've made it so easy for you to come join in. We've got the most incredible bonuses right now for the launch of CEO Collective. I'm hosting, we actually hosted a masterclass, and we'll share that masterclass here with you in about two podcast episodes, because it was just so much value. So we're going to break it down into 2 episodes for you on scale. That masterclass, we registered 25,000 women into that masterclass. So I'm literally doing a workshop that is exclusive for all of you inside of the collective to actually share with you our exact marketing strategy of how we cultivated that list of 25,000 women, what we did from our email strategy, our ad strategy, our marketing strategy, our social strategy. So it is a behind the scenes of what marketing and funnels are like in 2023. We're also going to be doing an exclusive workshop for our podcast. Our podcast hit 1 million downloads. How did we actually do that? So what I love about the collective is it gives us an opportunity to share what's actually working behind the scenes and what we do in our business so that you can go apply it into yours. We have that workshop as well as part of the bundle. And then we also have, I'm hosting a boot camp on ChatGPT and on AI. So we've been really leveraging ChatGPT and AI for our business here at CEO School to scale. And I've gotten so many questions from entrepreneurs everywhere on how we're using it and how they can apply it to their business. So I'm hosting a boot camp that is going to be a 4-week boot camp. It is a $500 registration fee for that boot camp, but it is absolutely free for the women who join the collective through the link that I'm going to link into the show notes. So there's an exclusive link. So be sure to click that link because it is only for the women that are joining during the launch. And you can literally at every level. So even at the $49 level, it's like pretty much you're getting a free year membership, if you join, because it's the $500 just for that class in and of itself. So be sure to join now. Doors are officially open, and we want to invite you to the table. And so we've got lots of exciting stuff that's happening. I feel at my absolute best, and I'm so grateful to all of you and to God and to the universe for like allowing me this opportunity to finally be here in this space, serving my dharma, living my purpose, and getting to do this for my job, like for my life. And so this is where I'm pouring everything into. I'm bringing the most incredible women, every single woman that I meet around me, from the Albas of the world to the Mina Harrises to Secretary Clinton to Huma Abedi, every single person that I meet, I talk about the CEO Collective with and how they're coming alongside to support all of these women entrepreneurs. And so this is the best time to join the collective. And so I want to invite you at whatever stage you're in. If you're listening and you're a female entrepreneur, go to the link right now and click sign up. This is going to be the best decision that you make for your business. And it's just going to be amazing to scale alongside and support each other. And so I'm super, super pumped. Thank you so much for letting me give you the Life Lately update. Also fun. I've just been on a really good health journey through all of this too, and prioritizing all of that. And so I'm feeling just so healthy and just feeling at my best and giving you all my best. And so for all the women in there that are hanging on, or women that are grinding in their 9 to 5, that are looking to build this life, like we've all been in those shoes, and I've been in your shoes. And so keep the truck moving. We build businesses one brick at a time, and there's no such thing as $1 million idea. It's all about execution, and execution is really about consistency. It's just about showing up every day, putting one foot in front of the other. And so today, take that action, take that leap, and hit subscribe to the CEO Collective. I can't wait to see you inside, and hopefully you get to choose the, I get to see you live inside of the workshops. I'll be there. This is, I'm so excited to meet you officially and do all these meetups across the globe. And so we'll be hosting events. Like, there's so much to come. So I want to thank you for your time today. Come join the CEO Collective. And I hope you have an incredible summer. I hope you enjoy the next few episodes of CEO School. I know it's summertime, but don't let summertime. It's a good time to slow down in different areas of your business so that you can focus on the business as well, get inspired, get energized for the fall. And so we'll be making sure that we're producing the best content for you every single week so that we can keep you moving, inspired, and building the business of your dreams, but most importantly, the life that you deserve. We'll see you next week at CEO School. I'll see you inside the collective. Thank you for tuning into today's show. If you loved it, leave us a review. We are so proud to bring you authentic conversations, game changer expert guests, and valuable content on and offline. The best compliment you can give us is by screenshotting today's show and tagging us on Instagram at CEO School and at Suneera Madhani. We are obsessed with swag, so don't be surprised if we want to send you some. Thanks for tuning into class today, and remember, nothing bad happens when women make more money.